Don't think I've ever started a review with the fist pump, but this bloody warrants it. This warrants it. And we're just gonna tone it down for one little second. Just one little second so everyone can tune in and we can get into it. So for now, I'm just gonna smile. Wait for all the Saners to tune in wherever you are. And we'll get stuck into what was a beautiful game of Aussie rules football. G'day Dale, g'day mate. Bo, how's it going? How good was that? Comment your thoughts, Saners. I know what your thoughts are going to be. Your thoughts are going to be, Jakey, we're there. We're pretty much there. The build-up. Just like the Carlton game, it was a big build-up. A lot of expectation. We knew the equation going into the game. Sorry, my throat's a bit fucked from the game, as you probably are too, but oh my God, like, apart from executing in front of goal, I can't fault this game. I can't fault any single player that played. Even Seb got subbed off in the first 10 minutes or after quarter time, and he was on fire in the first quarter. You know, even the player that was subbed off with injury played, or Hunter Clark went down into the rooms for 20 minutes, came on, finished the game like a house on fire. It was fucking excellent. Jack Sinclair, 38 disposals. Dan Butler back to his best. You know, Max King leading up with the football. Brad Hill in the last quarter just got a newfound energy, just came out of nowhere and was sprinting on that wing non-stop. We just went for it. We just went for it. That was Saints footy to a T from the first month of the season. That's the best football we've played since round 5 or 6. Barring the execution in front of goal, the scoreboard would have looked much more heavily in our favour than what it did. But in the end, we got a bit of justice. 33 points, I think the final margin was. But you can't fault Zane Cordy on bloody Tom Hawkins. Like, excellent. Cal Wilkie, excellent. Josh Battle, excellent. Liam Stocker, Marcus Winhager, Nasai Wanganeen Malira. You could go on. Every single player played their role. Rowan Marshall, enormous again. They didn't have a dedicated ruckman, and he feasted on that. But what I loved was just the whole night, as a whole. The crowd, we made it a Saints home game. It had that feeling about it that we wanted going into this game. We know that the boys feast off that energy that the crowd generates, and we just kept at it. And it was from go to woe. We didn't stop. We didn't allow Geelong to get on a run. We didn't let them back into the game at any point. We started the game strong. We finished the game strong. And in between, we were controlling everything. Everything. I was stunned to see, I think it was in the last quarter, we laid about 30 tackles, but the game felt like we had this relentless pressure for the full 4 quarters. And that's credit to Ross Lyon and the team. The structure behind the ball to slow Geelong down, to force them to chip it around in the back half and invite that kick into the middle of the ground that we could then feast on and turn the ball over and rebound quickly, was genius. Ross Lyon out-coached the shit out of this game. Watching the replay, I can't wait to see how well we were structured behind the ball, because that's all coaching. And that's the players sticking to the plan to a T for 4 quarters. They knew what they needed to do, and they executed. Everything looked like a plan to me. That's what I loved the most about this game. There wasn't any coincidences or luck in this game. Everything looked like it was a well-executed plan from our team and a well-executed plan from our players. And full credit to all of them. They brought it tonight. That's all we ask for. In our history, that's what we ask for. Bring it. And tonight they brought it against the reigning premier, who wanted to win this game to keep their season alive too. People can't forget that. They brought Tom Hawkins back. They had a pretty good team on the park. Jeremy Cameron was upfield in the back line for the majority of the second half. He couldn't get near it in his forward line, and he kicked 7-4 last week. He's a gun. And our back line was firmly in control of this game. The tempo of the game, the way the game played out was exactly on our terms. Not for a second did Geelong have any sort of ascendancy, any sort of control in this game, and that is just absolutely outstanding from everyone involved. I cannot be more proud, more happy about the way we went about it today. It wasn't a 5-minute burst. It wasn't a couple of goals here. It wasn't a one-player show where King kicks 10 and that's the win. It was 4 quarters of team football from everyone. And, you know, that's just incredible. That's what we want. To see that this, just the vibe. I've never felt this or seen this sort of celebration or, I don't know, this energy at the football probably since 09-10, to be honest, you know? To see people singing with a minute to go. Rowan Marshall sinks it in the last minute to just end any chance of any sort of Geelong comeback. And just to really put the nail in the coffin, everything was fucking amazing. I couldn't be more happy about this result. And, you know, that puts us in a very, very nice position now, Saners, you know? We've got Brisbane next week at the Gabba. They're in very good form. We're going to be at the Bentley Social. That's going to be packed. I might even fly over to the Gabba. Who knows? We're turning it on at the right time of the year. Last week very much was a lot like this week. We controlled the game from start to finish. Didn't quite get that scoreboard ascendancy like last week. But this week, we played a very good team who know how to win these games. You know, you just felt like they've been down all season. Geelong could easily turn it on. And we just did not allow them a bloody sniff in this game. It was outstanding. Tackling was excellent. Clearances, we won the clearances. Rowan Marshall's tap-outs were excellent. He knew that he was the big dog out there. And he brought it and he influenced the game. You know, clearances, we were well up. Tap-outs, I think at one point I saw he was 9 hit-outs to advantage. Theirs was 1, you know. Max King had a game-high marks inside 55 or 6 for the game. Tim Membry was excellent. Sharman with the specky. He was amazing. He went off with I think he twisted his ankle in the second or third term. Comes back on and takes a specky on Tom Stewart. Plays an excellent game on Tom Stewart. Completely negates any influence he has on the game because we know how well he is and how badly we've been at negating those intercept marking centre-half backs, you know, in games gone by this season. But everything was excellent. I can't criticize a damn thing. My player ratings is going to be just 10, 10, 10. You know, the only thing was execution in front of goal. We kicked straight. I think, what did we kick in the end? 12, 16, I think it was. You put that 16, 12 or something and the game's done a lot sooner. But that's the end product. That's okay. It's the foundation that we set in this game that I was so happy about. And the zone was so impressive. You know, to see Geelong on the goal line not know what to do with it, to see that, to see the fact that they've got these experienced players that we made look like it was their first game at times, they did not know how to handle this situation, was just amazing. You know, to see Filippo stand up and kick that goal. Mitch Owens in the first minute to kick a goal. You know, and Nasiah running things off half-back to allow Sinclair to go into the guts and just prance around and do all of his things. Max King launching at it, you know, and kicking fairly decently at times. You know, he had his chances to kick more, but he didn't. But so did everyone else. But when you're generating that many chances, we had that many more inside 50s than them. The damn wall was eventually going to burst, and it did in the last 10 minutes. And that was party time for the crowd. And that's the best part, is hearing the crowd, hearing the Mason Wood chant finally reverberate around the stadium. Would have brought a tear to Marshy's eye. I'm just so happy, Saners. I know that maybe there is a 0.1% chance we don't make finals next week, but I think we're pretty much there. I think we can be pretty confident that the results will go the way we think they'll go, and we'll be right. So, comment your thoughts. Who was your man of the match, Saners? I'm really, really keen to hear that. Is it Jack Sinclair? Was there someone else that stood out to you? What jumped out to you the most about this game? I'm going to try and go through some comments quickly. Dangerfield, what was he on? 13 disposals at 31%. What do we got? Anthony says, if we miss finals because the umpire in Adelaide didn't ask for a review, I doubt that's going to happen. I love beating Geelong. You guys know how much I hate Geelong. I can't believe that we're having the night that we've had just now against the team that I hate the most. It's the best feeling in the world. What do we got? Keeping Geelong out of finals. That's the best thing. Yep, absolutely spot on there from Karen. Best game for a very long time. That's from Shane. We can beat the Lions. It'll be 3 Cats deflated in a row. Yep, good call. Tigers, Cats, and then the Lions. That would be very, very nice. Can't wait to watch the replay. Absolutely. I'm going to duck into the platform now. I think we'll have a cheeky red with the boys. Marshy and Joyce, you'll be down there. If you're there, make sure you say hello. But yeah, it's going to be a very, very nice... I love that it's a Saturday night too. I don't have to rush and go back to work Monday. I can enjoy the game tomorrow again. Enjoy a Sunday like everyone. And just watch the replay a couple of times. Because it's not that game where you're watching it and you're really waiting for that second quarter, third quarter burst. It's just, from start to finish, it's just great viewing. Sandra says, we need goals, not behinds, but love how the team played for 4 quarters. Absolutely spot on. Peaking just at the right time, Saints. That's from Timmy. Rowan, what did he won the TV tonight, really deserves it. Awesome tonight, absolutely. Webster, absolute rock. Yeah, good call on Stengel and Close and these sort of guys did a very, very good job. Grind Myers, hard players to quell for a full game, but they did a very, very good job on those players, all of them. Liam Stocker as well, just his tenacity, his endeavour, the heat that he brings on the football. But yeah, Brad Hill as well. Just the second efforts from everyone. Second, third, fourth, fifth efforts. It wasn't just that first and then give up. It was just constant. So that's how you make finals football. This was a finals-like game, and we stood up. And I love that Ross Lyon all year has talked up Geelong. Even the first press conference he ever had as Saints coach at the start of the year, he talked up Geelong as being the benchmark. And this was the first chance we got to see what his attention to them has really done to the team. And the style of play beat them. The style of play beat Geelong comfortably. So hopefully that stacks up well against the teams like the Lions and maybe the Doggies or someone if we get to finals and we play a team like that in finals. But it doesn't matter, Sainers. Tonight's our night. We've come away 33-point winners against the Cats in front of 40,000. Good on you, Sainers, for turning up. The Matildas were on tonight, and a lot of people wanted to stay home and watch that game. But we rocked up. We brought the energy. There were definitely more Sainers than Cats, and it was so good seeing some Cats fans leave. Even at 3/4 time, they were leaving, catching the V-line back to Geelong. See you later. That's brilliant. So I'm going to wrap it up there, Sainers. I'm going to go have a red one right now with Marshy and Joycey. I'm so bloody happy. I hope you are too. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. There's plenty of finals content if we make it. Well, I think we've made it, but there'll be plenty of extra content coming out at Saints TV Pod. Subscribe on YouTube as well. Signed Rui Guernsey. Going to be released and sent out to a lucky winner. We've got plenty of other prizes as well. And just want to thank all of you guys just for tuning in, for being an awesome support, bumping into me at games all season long. It's amazing. And hopefully this is just the start of another big month of special Saints footy. Ross Lyon, Ross the boss. In Ross we trust. And guess what? I reckon he's got us there, Sainers. So on that note, go you mighty Sainers. I'll see you guys for the next video very soon. Enjoy your night. Go you mighty Sainers.